Space. Atmosphere purifying construction materials are widely applied to the architectural field of the infrastructure of a city, including roads, sidewalks, long underground tunnels, and street facilities in a city, and interior and exterior materials of a building, and directly remove substances that cause secondarily generated fine dust. Eliminating car emissions, which are the main cause of fine dust, as soon as they are emitted is most effective to combat the issue. Atmosphere purifying construction materials are safe to the human body and the environment since they ionize nitrogen oxide created from emissions, so they are not emitted into the air again, as the strongly ionic bonds with calcium are contained a lot in cement and flow into a river with rainwater. Furthermore, atmosphere purifying construction materials applied to roadside paving blocks with many floating populations can prevent nitrogen oxide and sulfur oxide emitted from cars from being transformed into fine dust. And fine dust collecting facilities installed in roadside street lamps directly absorb and remove fine dust. High levels of exhaust fumes emitted when cars start are very harmful to humans. Making atmosphere purifying bus stops as fine dust-free spaces can decrease high-level damage to the human body. They can be also used as temporary shelters on days with very high levels. And large fine dust collecting towers installed in squares and parks in the city can directly absorb and remove polluted air in highly populated areas. Functional atmosphere purifying soundproof walls effectively and immediately remove nitrogen oxide emitted from cars so that it does not float into residential spaces. In long underground tunnels in a city, high levels of exhaust fumes are generated due to the characteristic of enclosed tunnels. If those exhaust fumes are discharged above ground, they can cause serious air pollution. By installing atmosphere purifying linings inside underground tunnels and increasing their effects with UV lamps, nitrogen oxide and sulfur oxide can be removed, and a pleasant atmosphere can be created. If atmosphere purifying construction materials are applied to buildings and residential facilities, such as apartment complexes, the buildings themselves become cleaners purifying a city.